everyone, my name is Christy Rose, and today I wanted to play some Oxygen Not Included with you guys. So this is a game that I've been playing for a couple years, and I really enjoy it. I like the technicalities of it, and I like how detailed it is. Even though I don't know a lot about it, it's still really fun to play and really fun to get into. So I have it right here, and I wanted to play it with you guys. They just came out with the full release of the game, which is pretty cool. I wanted to play it for you guys because I think it's fun, and I think you guys will enjoy it too. So let's just jump right in. I wanted to play the survival mode, obviously, because I'm not here to practice. I'm here to show you guys what the actual gameplay is like. With the new release came different meteors that you can land on in your starting point, and each one has a specific thing except for the Terra. Terra is the original one. It's the most ideal survival chance. Right here down here is where it'll say that. Each one has good things to it and poor things to it. So for the next one, the survival chance is probable, and it just goes down from there, but each one has its special characteristics, and the least the meteors with the least survival chance are the bottom two. But I wanted to do Terra for sure because that is, the most ideal one to do, and I don't want to make this too difficult on myself. And I think my lucky number is 13, so I'm just going to click this button, which will change our seed, and I'll click it 13 times so that we get a lucky one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Alright, that is done now, and we're just going to start up this game, and I will see you guys when the next screen pops up. Okay, so we are at the screen where we pick our duplicants. Duplicants are the little guys that you kind of have to keep alive throughout the whole game. Basically, Oxygen Not Included is a game where you land on a meteorite, or inside a meteorite, and you have to sustain life for these duplicants. And these duplicants require food, oxygen, water, all the normal things that a person would need. So to start off, I usually choose a researcher because you have to advance throughout the game and, unlock new things by researching them and all that other stuff. So that's usually what I start with at the beginning. But I like to have someone who is +7 science and their only interest is researching. So I'm going to click until I find one that I kind of like. I don't like Mima because she has a bottomless stomach, so she's going to consume more food, which we'll have a limited supply of, so I don't want that. I don't know how to pronounce this name. Nicola? Or I don't know if I butchered that or not, but sorry if I did. I like Duplicant because he's an early bird, which means they will progress faster in the morning. Which is nice, and then the only drawback to them is they can't do cooking errands, which is fine because we don't need them to be doing that. So yeah. Ellie. And the next one that I usually choose is a digger. Digger and builder. I like to have the second person be digging and building because I'm going to have them do both of those categories at one point. So as I progress in the game. I'm going to re-roll the second duplicant until I get to both digging and building as their interests. Alright, so we found Ruby, and they have both of those interests that I was looking for, and their only drawback to them, besides the stress reaction, is they cannot do doctoring errands. They're squeamish, which is fine because we don't need them to be a doctor. But their good quality is no taste, so their food morale will go up, which is good. Or the morale bonus that they get from food will be easier to achieve, I guess is a better way of describing it. And then for the last duplicate, I usually choose a cooker, but I want them to have 3 different interests because I'm going to have them do all three of those at some point in time. And a cook is more used as a well-rounded character because then they can, they are more useful to our little colony that we have going on because they can do more things than just cook. And you're not going to be cooking like 100% of the time, so you're going to need them to be doing other things as well. Typically what I like to do is get cooking, supplying, and tidying, or cooking, farming, and ranching. The cooking, farming, and ranching one is very useful because you have to farm your food in order to cook it, and eventually when you get to ranching and stuff like that, you can get eggs and other things like that in the game. So I'm going to click until I find something I like. If I can get cooking, tidying, and farming, that would be the perfect duplicate. Alright, I'm going to stop at Camille because they have cooking, supplying, and farming, which is almost as good as cooking, tidying, and farming. The only thing is they supply resources to machines. Like if you have a coal generator, they'll be the ones who supply it with the coal, which is fine. Tidying would be much more user-friendly because they would pick up what's on the ground and put it into bins, but that's totally fine too. I mean, we'll have someone else who's a tidier. So these are the three that I'm going with, and Camille is a night owl, so I'll have her on a schedule opposite of Nicola, so they can increase their skills faster. And her stress reaction is just vomiting, so it's not too horrible. The only stress reaction that I'm really worried about is Nicola, but if we don't get him stressed out, then we'll be fine. Alright, so I chose a name for my colony. I chose Working Beauties because they pretty much work all the time, and I am currently reading Sleeping Beauties by Owen King and Stephen King. So yeah, I just saw it like right below you because you're sitting on a stack of books, and it's what inspired the name. So we're gonna embark, and I will see you all when the terrain loads. Oh, it loaded a lot faster than I thought. Alright, alert! I have awoken at the target location, but colonization efforts have already hit a hitch. I was supposed to land on the planet's surface, but became trapped many miles underground instead. Although the conditions are not ideal, it's imperative that I establish a colony here and begin mounting efforts to escape. So the whole premise of the game is to build your colony and make it so successful that you reach space and you get like rocketry and, you know, blast off. So I've never gotten that far in a game before, and I doubt I ever will. The first thing I do when I enter a world is look at my surroundings. So I see that I have water below me, which is good. There is a lot of things near me, which is awesome. Here's copper and coal up here, which is very useful. There's a lot of algae in this section. So yeah, I'm gonna maybe, here, let me get my dig tool, and okay, so it's a little difficult to decide how I want to go about starting this. I think what I'm gonna do is dig that out and uproot those. I really want to leave these oxalate because they produce oxygen. But the first things that I really do when I enter a world is get an outhouse, beds. I try to get like a wash station too if there's water near me, and then by the next night I like to get researching done. So let's see what we can do. I'm gonna speed this up a little bit. I'm also going to start putting tile down because it boosts morale, and it also makes the duplicates move quicker. Okay. There we go. Now, let's see, I think I'm going to take this and put it here. And I'm going to start building up right about here, I'd say. Start digging up into that section up there. And then I'm going to do this as well. And okay. And we're going to put a pincher pump over here, which allows us to get access to this water. I want access to this water before I want access to the other water, because the other water is a little hard to get to, and I'd rather them be able to get water right away as opposed to, you know, waiting for it. So to dig that out, and dig that out, and put tile up here. As you can probably tell, I am putting tile, I'm trying to leave a space between these tiles. I accidentally did that, but I'm trying to leave one space between one side of the tile, because later on in the game we can get a fireman's pole, which allows the duplicants to move quicker, which is really nice. And duplicants can only dig up 4 above, like, themselves. So, alright, so we got, and the reason I put this here, this little block of tile right here, is because if duplicants can't use the outhouse or toilet or anything, they'll just wet themselves, or if they get stressed, they'll vomit, and then that polluted water will go into our water if we don't have some sort of barricade. So that's why I put that there. Alright. Okay, so I'm going to continue digging this way a little bit. Probably till about there. And I'm going to put down some tile. And the reason I'm digging that out is so I can put cots in before the night. What just happened? There we go. Alright, so now we got beds, we got a toilet, or outhouse I guess, and we got water, so first night check. Oh, one thing I wanted to do is add new schedules. So Nicola is the early bird, so I'll leave him there. Ruby can be in the middle shift, and then Camille, I want to work at night, so she is going to work all through this. And then she will have her downtime here, she'll sleep here, and then she'll have bath time here. And now, yeah, okay. And then bedtime, downtime, and the reason I'm changing this is because it allows for a more productive work schedule. I actually want to change that. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Now they all have a morale +1. We have Camille working at night and Ruby working through the night and the day and having the mid shift, and then Nicola working in the morning, which is awesome. Okay, the next thing that I would like to do is get some storage bins out. So we're gonna put those down before the night, hopefully. One thing that's kind of cool is you can copy the settings for... Sorry, I'm really focused right now for some reason, so I'm not like... super energetic. But once these are done building, you can copy the settings of one and just paste it to the other, which is really handy, especially for like farming and stuff. If you're building a huge farm, you just plant one little thing or one thing in one planter box, and then you can copy that setting and put it over all of it, and it's super handy. So they're supplying the rest of that stuff to that. So this next day, we want to work on getting copper. So we're gonna go up into this little section over here. This all is kind of set up a little strange. We need power and we need a research station. So those are definitely our next pieces of things to work on. And the reason I'm avoiding this is because I might want to make it into a reserve later on. And I need to put a ladder. Continue going up. Wow, that sand just totally fell. Which means that this sand is going to fall too. Cool. I'm gonna put a ladder right here to make that easier for them. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll put a thing right here. And we'll dig up one more. Okay. Weird. And then we'll put a little thing right here. Cool. And while they're doing that, they're supposed to be getting close to... That is sand. Okay. Yeah, they're gonna be getting to that copper really soon, so... is that the only bit of, like, large amounts of copper? No, there's some down here, too. Oh, there's more water down here as well. Chlorine. Gross. That stuff is so hard to work with. Yeah, sorry. I get so focused in this game, like, it's crazy how in-depth I get, and, like, I can sit and play this game for hours and hours and hours on end. It's just so much fun. I meant to get a dig tool so I can do that. Let's see, what just popped up? So we just need more copper ore. Wow, we need a lot more copper ore for that. We have enough copper ore for wire. Yikes. We might need to break into this little section. Oh, there's more copper up here too. Wow, a lot more copper up there. Come on, go dig out that copper, please. Alright, so we got more copper, which is good. Allowed us, oh wow, we still... Okay, now we can finally make battery and generator. How much do we actually have? We have 1050. Okay. Well, that kind of took all day in order to dig all that stuff out, so... Let's make the research station now, and we're going to put it here, and we're going to take our manual generator and 2 batteries before, you know, we're able to actually research things, and then do that. That way we can start getting our research done quickly. And if I can do it, I'm going to... Yeah, I think I'm just gonna bust into this area. Okay, no, I can't do that yet. We need more copper. That's fine. Alright, so I'm just gonna do that. Just cancel that for now. And we need to build this up a little bit. And we need to make sure to dig out that sand. Alright. So there we go. I'm going to move these outhouses once these oxalite go away. They eventually go away after a while. They just like use themselves up, I guess. I don't know what the proper term I should use is. But they eventually go away, so once those go away, I'm going to move the outhouse and wash station over so that way we can make it into a room to boost morale, and I'll show you how to do that when the time comes. So I'm also changing the setting on the wash basins so that they don't have to wash their hands when they go in and out, although it does help prevent germs even more. It wastes a lot of water, so I'm just gonna do it that way so that if they go past it and come back out, like using the restroom or anything like that, then they wash their hands. Oh, now that the research station is built, I should probably select some research. Okay, so we have all of this research that we can do to advance our colony and do all these things, but for now I'm just going to start with basic farming because it'll help us in the long run. Well, not in the long run, it'll help us immediately, especially with this outhouse. So we have a new printable available. Every few cycles the printing pod will give you a printable, so you can choose between like rust, a snazzy suit, or 2 duplicates. And for now, I don't want any duplicates because it's gonna clog up everything. I take it really slow with the duplicates. I think the last time I played, I was at cycle 100 and I only had like 10 duplicates. It just makes it a lot easier to manage the game and stuff when you have less duplicates, in my opinion. So I'm not gonna choose those, but I don't know if I want the rust or the snazzy suit. The rust you can use to produce oxygen, but I think it produces chlorine as well, and I'm not ready for that. But it would be nice to have eventually, but I don't know if, because we'd use it all up and then it'd be pointless, so I don't know about that one. I guess I'll just go with the snazzy suit for now. Who has the least amount of morale right now? Nicola. So we're gonna do Nicola for the snazzy suit. Oh yeah. Nicola is wearing a snazzy suit now. Oh yeah, he's our research guy. So it's good that, because if we go into skills, the skill points, okay, we can put skill points onto what they're interested in, and with each one it'll increase their morale. And I think the researching branch is like the most stressful for morale, so. Oh god, no. Oh no. I accidentally went off screen and clicked the X button, so it's okay. I'm a little dumb sometimes. Everyone is. Oh, I'll see you guys when. Wait. I think it automatically saved. I'm going to be so happy if it did. Alright, so it looks like that it did save, just not where we were exactly, so I think that is a sign that I need to take a break from playing for a little bit, because I've been playing for a while. That's gonna do it for me today, guys. I think that I need to take a little bit of a break. My brain is just not working at the moment. But thank you all so much for watching. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a like if you liked it. Comment down below. Let me know if you play Oxygen Not Included and how your play style is. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye!